Hi there. This is from a match I played the other night at the Bar Point Club. I am blue, and I am losing 6-1 in a match to 9. I'm 8 away. My opponent is 3 away. I'm holding a 2 cube, and what's the proper cube action here? I'm blue. Should I double? If I double, should red take or drop? Well, it's a terrible double, and of course it's a monster take. For money, this would be a beaver. Let me just show you. But there's something that I know about this particular opponent, and I know about most players, is that when you're way ahead in the match, you tend to get ultra conservative with the cube, and you're pretty much afraid to take 4 cubes. And I also know when you're pretty far behind in the match, maybe it's time to gamble a little bit. So I knew this was not a double, but I slammed the cube down at the table very confidently to 4, and without a whole lot of thought, my opponent dropped. So I made a 9% error. Let's take a look. I made about a 9% error giving the cube, 8.2% error, and my opponent made a 0.87 error, 10 times as bad. He's a 64% favorite. This I can thank Mr. Kit Woolsey for, because I used Woolsey's law. I asked myself, first of all, if I were red, would I take or drop, and am I sure whether it's a take or drop? Well, my answer was yes, I'm sure that it's a take. Then I asked myself, if I have market losers, and I couldn't see a real market loser for blue here, other than rolling small and red rolling a terrible anti-joker like 6, 5, 4, something like that. So there weren't many market losers. But then I went a step further and I used Woolsey's law for humans. Am I sure he would, whether or not he would take or drop this cube? And I wasn't sure. So I felt like there was a reasonable chance that he might drop. As a matter of fact, according to Extreme Gammon, this what this little number tells us, if I can get a drop 8% of the time, then that justifies this cube. And I thought I would get a drop. I thought it was like 50-50 to get a drop. So I was very, very willing to make an 8% error, especially when I was down this far in the match. So he dropped. I won 2 points very happily, and went on to lose the match. So, but I had fun along the way, and that's what backgammon's all about. I had a good exercise, and I also use this to illustrate why you cannot go by a person's PR rating when they're playing live matches or against human beings. If I were playing to try and get the lowest PR rating, which is the way I do play if I'm playing a giant or playing one of the best players in the world that I don't think is likely to make any mistakes, then I'm going to try and play the very, very best backgammon I can. And by the way, even there, I might gamble a little bit against the giant. I might play the cube some, and I also might play the human some. Some giants are a little bit cocky about their skills, and they don't want a big cube against someone they perceive to be a worse player. Or they make checker plays where they think that it's better to steer it to a more complicated game. So the only way you can really measure somebody's skill level using their performance rating is when they are specifically playing for that purpose, to see how low a rating they can get. Thanks for watching. Hope this was interesting to you. It certainly was interesting and fun for me. And thanks for your support of the USBGF. Bye-bye.